Welcome back to the Kieran Cullen Football Channel. I'm your boy Kieran Cullen. This is the Football Channel and you are eating your lunch. Egg and cress, today, disgusting. You are a pervert. I've spent the past day altering and editing and fixing every single Premier League home kit. Well, I've actually done 10 of them, so this is going to be a two-parter video. So let's get straight into it. Arsenal's kit. Here's the current one. Okay, it's a pretty well-established, well-rounded, loved kit across the board. Wrong. Everyone's wrong. Okay, because this guy's coming and he's solved it. Boom. Look at that. Fixed. This is what I've done. I've got rid of the weird little red bit under the sleeves. Just make the whole thing white. Pure. Beautiful. Not pure. That makes me sound like a racist. I don't know how to backtrack from that, to be honest. I just meant it looks better when it's all white. The sleeves are all white, and now I've moved the Adidas stripes from the top to the sides. A template which they have quite often at Adidas. Chelsea had it once down the side. I think Wolves have had it down the side. Loads of people have had it down the side. Arsenal probably have had it down the side. I think it looks better here. It feels less weighted to the top of the kit. The original is quite, everything's up here and then just nothing at the bottom. This feels a bit more balanced, okay? You've got it down the sides, but then you still got the fun little zigzag bolt detail at the top. And the sleeves ultimately look much better. I think I've nailed this. I think this is actually better than the original. Let me know in the comments down below. Throughout this video, just let me know if it's a stinker or you prefer it. And if you say it's a stinker, I'm going to hunt you down and I'm going to twat your lunch out your hand, you little bastards. Aston Villa up next. This kit I've sort of grown to be like, oh, you know what? It's okay. It's an okay kit, even if it is a Castore. But I've sprinkled a bit of my magic. Well, I say a bit. It's like a whole cauldron I've picked up, and I've spilt it like the chili from The Office, and all of my magic chili has fallen onto the Aston Villa kit. And this is what I have done. Look at that. I've binned off whatever that collar is. I've gone for a round neck. Already so much better. However, all of a sudden, it looks a bit too much like the Dimitri Payet West Ham kit. You know the one I'm talking about? It's a bit too much like that one. And it's hard if you're Aston Villa and West Ham to not look like each other. So you got to have something different. So I brought it back to, I don't know, is it like around about 2010, 2011 or round about then, that sort of generation? Aston Villa had checkerboard print. I've brought it back. Look at that. If you're a Villa fan, tell me that that doesn't look way better than your current kit. I've got rid of that stupid bloody, well, all the V's going down. Oh, look, because it's Villa. I'll grow up. And then that stupid blue line. What does that achieve apart from make it look worse? Look at that beauty I've concocted there. The Kazoo can't even ruin that kit. Castore can't even ruin that kit. It is beautiful and I've nailed it. 2 out of 2. Bournemouth up next. Now, we look at the Bournemouth kit and we're like, you know what? It turns out this is actually a pretty banging kit. Here's a picture with the players wearing the kit in a game. It looks good. Ultimately, it looks good. So I was struggling to try and improve this one, but I thought, you know what? That's my job. It's my job to be eternally right and never wrong. What I've done is, and now it's not the best Photoshop, and some of these aren't going to be the best Photoshop, but you just use your imagination for some. I've removed the second layer of zigzag lines. Okay, I've cleaned it up a bit, and then I put them on the wonk. They're not straight. They're slightly on the wonk. Okay, they're like a 25-degree angle. I've gone nuts. Okay, I've extended it over the arms. All right, it's a full body pattern going on right now. However, it wouldn't actually extend to the back. This would only be a front pattern. It's controversial, but actually the back of it would go up like City's away kit. The stripes go up to about here, so the zigzags will continue to about there, and then you have the name and numbers, and it would look fucking sick. And I've matched the cuffs with the collar, all black. Tell me that doesn't look sick. Sorry Bournemouth, sorry Umbro, but it looks like you should outsource your design process to this guy. Brentford are up next, and their kit's pretty bog standard. They've had it for 2 seasons in a row because of ecological reasons, and for the fans, so it could save them some money. Shove your money and your trees up your ass, okay? I'm redoing this thing. So what I've done is, I've removed the white bit on the collar because I just didn't really understand it. Made that nice and neat, And apart from that, I didn't know what to put for the sponsor because Hollywood Bets is vile. So I just opted for a screenshot of the goal that shouldn't have stood against Arsenal, because in my opinion that is incredibly funny, and it would be really funny if it gets to the end of the season and City somehow come back, beat Arsenal to the title by 2 points, 1 point, and this is the injustice that seals it. There's something about achieving something via an injustice in a football match which is just so beautiful. It really is. An accidental handball goal. Oh my god, and it counted. Oh, I'm so devastated for you. Oh, I'm absolutely gutted. An offside goal. Oh, how are you going to cope? It's so much better. And I will be a hypocrite about that, but everyone is during football, so get on with it. Be a hypocrite and move on. Brighton up next. And now Brighton's kit, it irritates me. The weird little yellow pinstripes are weird. They feel unnecessary, and I think they're ugly. I'm not sure how I felt about the yellow, and I don't feel like the sponsor blends in enough. It looks like there's a massive H on the front of the kit. So what I've done is got rid of the stripes, got rid of the yellow. I made the blue, the sort of tertiary colour, the same blue as the American Express logo. Remove the logo from a big white bit, so it's like less of an H and I guess a bit more like a rugby post goal thing. Just put a little stroke around the American Express. Use the same blue for the tertiary secondary blue colour, which is also around the outer edge of the badge. And look at that. This is going to be a little controversial one. I know. I can feel it now. I can feel the seagulls at me right now. But I think once you've calmed down, I think you'll agree that this is a pretty good kit. Just as well, the Nike badge in this would be iridescent. It would be shiny. And American Express if that was possible. And the badge. So, nailed it again. This is seriously easy. It's also taken me like 4 hours. Next up, we have Chelsea. Now, Chelsea, this kit wasn't well received by a lot of Chelsea fans, okay? They didn't like the collar and the blue. And the free logo is massive, to be fair. And the free sponsorship of the kit is actually running out by the end of this season. Well, at the end of the season. So what I've done is I've gone onto the Chelsea website, searched through their other sponsors and picked one which I feel like would be cool on the front of a kit, hypothetically. And here it is. It's a new Chelsea kit fixed by this guy. Now initially you'll be like, whoa, I'm not sure about that one, but hold your horses. Okay, I've doubled down on the electric blue detailing. Okay, I've added it to the cuffs. I just like when the collar and the cuffs, I like when they match. I feel like that's just a nice thing to look at. And then I kept the electric blue, which is also a stroke around the Nike tick already. It was in the previous one. I can't take credit for that. But I've added it to Cadbury. If you want an iconic sponsor for any football shirt, make it food. Pizza Hut, Walker's Crisps. People like food as their sponsors on kits. Cadbury's, chocolate. Everyone loves chocolate. Chocolate is luxury. And I popped it on the front. That's so much better than that. Get involved, Cadbury's. Get involved with Chelsea. Get on the front of the kit and make something beautiful. And then give me a percentage of the kit deal, please. Next up is Crystal Palace. And now this was a tough one. This was a seriously tough one because the Crystal Palace kit, I believe I gave it a really seriously high rating. It might have been a 10. It was definitely in the 9s at least. This is how I improved it. I did absolutely nothing. There was nothing to improve. I generally couldn't, apart from getting rid of the Macron, but that was against the rules. I had to keep the same kit manufacturer. So apart from getting rid of the Macron, which I was not allowed to do, it's just a good kit. The cuffs match the collar, all great. Sticking with the little pen felt tip graphic, I think that's fun. That's interesting as like a one-off. That's cool. What can I say? It's a bloody great kit. So I left it. Well done, Crystal Palace. That's the only one I've done on this as well. So very impressive for you. Everton up next. And now the Everton kit is, I can't remember what I gave it initially, but it's grown on me. But I thought, you know what, I'll try and mix it up. It won't necessarily be better, but I'll try and do something a little bit different. So here it is. Okay, initially you were like, but let it settle. So what I've done is I've removed the small Hummel chevrons from the shoulders. There's only like 3 on the shoulders now. And then initially I tried doing full sleeve ones and I thought it was too much. It looked like they'd be run over by a car. So I opted to move it across the chest. Now, initially, you'll be like, I don't know about that. But look at this old Tottenham kit. They used to put it across the chest. And I thought, that's pretty cool. That's inventive. So I've added that in, and I quite like it. I've changed the sponsor from steak.com to another Everton sponsor, which is socios.com, which is just, it's like an NFT fan token. So betting or crypto, it's the same thing, but the logo was smaller, so I put that on. You know, I quite like it. It's not big enough of a change to have next season sort of thing. I don't really see it as better either, this one. I see it as different, more the same, but different. But I think that would be pretty cool. I think that would be a pretty cool, I think you've got to embrace the Hummel chevrons. And that's what I did here. This will be a bit of a Marmite one, but I like Marmite, so let me know in the comments. Next up is Fulham, and Fulham's kit is another banger. Apart from the sponsor, it's an absolute banger. So it was tough. It was tough trying to come up how I could improve this, because I really do like it. And if it wasn't for Fulham, I'd happily wear this, to be honest. I thought I'd give it a go. So what I did was I looked at old Fulham kits, and I noticed Fulham had the same template as one of my favourite Schalke shirts. It's like 98. It's where they've got the big block colour here, and then you've got the collar with the Adidas stripes on it as well, and then the Adidas stripes just above the shoulders. And this is what I've come up with. It's controversial because I really do like the current kit. And some people initially will be like, ooh, I don't know. But think about it. Just sit back and give it 5 minutes. No one ever likes a kit when it first comes out, all right? And I made this earlier, I was like, I don't know. I've given it an hour, and I love it. I think it's beautiful. I think it's better than that kit. Imagine this with black shorts, white socks, with a bit of, with the top of the socks with the same black trim with red stripes as the collar. Yes, you're all on board now. Mitro knocking it in. Personally, I think I've made a stormer. I'm a big fan of that big block in the middle. I just think it's such a good template. Let me know what you think about this Fulham kit in the comments down below. I'm really growing on this one. I really like it. And now for a final club in part 1 of I Fixed Every Premier League Kit, it's Leeds. Now this is Leeds' current kit, and you might be thinking, Kieran, where's the yellow on the kit? I don't know. They just put like this most horrifically unsaturated like yellow on the Leeds kit currently, and it's disgusting, okay? And it pissed me off. Then I toyed with colours. I initially just thought, you know what? I'll just saturate. I'll give it a proper Leeds blue, and I'll give it a proper Leeds yellow. Okay, quite a saturated yellow, like a block yellow and a block blue. And then I decided, no. What happens if we channel the much loved kits from around Europe? Especially one of the tropes currently with kit making, where it's like, what happens if we make all of it the same colour? And then people are like, no, I fucking love it. Oh, it's blacked out. I can't believe it. So I whited out the kit. Look at it. It's quite hard to Photoshop that looking cool, but I did it. I changed the sponsor from some shitty betting sponsor with an O and a 0 in the same word. What is it? It's Sabot 0p. That's what it says. So I went for High Sense, which is another Leeds sponsor. I changed the Adidas logo to the new Adidas logo, and then I whited it all out. I greyed it all out. I think it looks sick. I think that would look sick. An all whited out Leeds kit like that. Maybe as a one-off for like a centenary game. I think that would look seriously good. Sort of hard to convey on the screen, but you're just gonna have to trust me on that one. So that's all the kits for part 1. Let me know in the comments what you thought of each of my kits. If you liked them, if you hated them. I mean, if you hated them, I might delete your comment. So I'm pretty sure the comments are going to be like, well done, Kieran. You are the Pep Guardiola of making football kits. I've been your boy, Kieran. Let me know if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you for part 2 when I can be bothered. Goodbye and guten Tag. Auf Wiedersehen. Other German words. Scheiße!